everyone. Welcome to another Meet the 818 Zoom interview. Today we have San Fernando Valley Realtor and founder of Live the Valley Life, Naomi Johnson. Hey, Naomi. Sorry, Naomi. Oh my gosh.
No, you're okay. You're okay. It's perfect. Perfect. Yeah,
Okay.
hi. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Of course, thanks for coming on. And the reason I asked you was I do follow you on Instagram with Live the Valley Life. So it was just so interesting seeing your posts and like just going around the valley. It was like it's a perfect mix and match, like being a realtor and then exploring the valley. It's like it just fits.
Yeah, I'm glad. I always wonder. I feel like any content creator, you put stuff out there and you're just like, are people like, do they like it? Are they like, are they resonating with it? So whenever I get like positive feedback, I'm always like, yes, I'm doing something right.
No, it's awesome. Like I'm watching and it's good stuff. So please continue.
Yay.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so as Damarisha already mentioned, I'm a realtor based in the San Fernando Valley. I do every now and then branch out to, other LA County areas, but I'm mainly focused in the San Fernando Valley. I've been a realtor for going on 3 years now, come July. Yes.
The anniversary.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. I was born and raised in the Valley. I live in Silmar. And I love the Valley. The Valley's home. I branched out a little bit for college. I went to college in Texas for like about 3 years. And then I'm sorry, for 4 years. And then I came right back because I was like, I'm a Cali girl at heart. So I came right back after graduating. And I've been here ever since. So yeah, that's a little bit about me.
That's awesome. That's awesome. What made you want to, or what inspired you to be a realtor?
Good question. Real estate has always been something that's kind of been like in the back of my mind that I've been interested in. And I'm sure a lot of people have had that same thought. And for me, it was just really a matter of taking the steps to like get my license. And then I've also been, I consider myself an entrepreneur or had interest in entrepreneurship, and real estate is essentially an entrepreneurial venture. And so I was like, well, what a great way to kind of like dip my toes in entrepreneurship. And then, delve into real estate as well. So that's what's that's what essentially motivated me to get my license. I took those first couple steps, got my license, and here I am.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So with that, you also started doing the Live the Valley life. So what kind of inspired you to do that as well?
Yes. So Live the Valley Life came about as a way to be at my target market was San Fernando Valley. Mm-hmm. And so I was looking for a way to attract clientele. And I actually came across this marketing course that was community-based marketing, which I thought was great. I was like, what a great way to be able to connect with my community, and for me to be able to connect with the community on a common interest, our neighborhood, and then on top of that, be able to share some facts and resources about real estate and have people just learn that I'm coming from a place of trying to share knowledge, and that to be approachable, because I feel like sometimes it can be like scary, like, oh, they're a realtor, run, and I never want to come off. I never want to come off as that. So I figured, what a great way to just be able to connect with my community and share that common love of the Valley. And through that, I've learned so much about local businesses. I'm constantly researching, businesses that are coming up and coming, as well as old ones that have been around for who knows how long.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I don't know if you've noticed, the majority of my posts are the restaurants or the businesses that I highlight are like food related. I love food. And so I'm always looking for new places, new foods to try and stuff like that. I do try to sprinkle in some other businesses. But yeah, a lot of them are like restaurants and coffee shops and stuff like that. So that's kind of what inspired me to kind of start up Live the Valley Life. And since I've started it, you know, I love it. I enjoy doing it because I genuinely do love the Valley, you know? So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
No, it's fine. I mean, food and coffee, I think, are the best way to start and just kind of like grab
Yes.
attention. I mean, who doesn't love good food, or who doesn't love a good cup of coffee, right?
Exactly. People are drinking coffee every morning. So if they find a new place that they can go, you know, I know whenever I see like a fancy coffee design, I'm like, well, I want to go there and try that. Or if I see like a review or something like that, and I was like, oh, I think I might like that, you know, send it to a friend or something like that. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that's really awesome. Seeing that you are a Valley local and you know, born, raised, and even with your small Texas stint going away,
Yes.
what are some of where are some of your favorite Valley neighborhoods? Like, what do you,
That's a good question.
like, where do you enjoy hanging out the most?
Right. Where I hang out the most, so I'll break it into two segments. So I would think some of my favorite, cities that are closest to my heart would probably be cities that like I either went to school in or like I spent a lot of time with family in. In my adult life, the cities that I love the most are probably all the cities touching Ventura Boulevard. I love all the food places down there. My office is in Tarzana.
Nice.
So I'm constantly over there checking out new places. And I really do love the neighborhoods. Tarzana has a special place in my heart. They have such beautiful homes out there, especially south of Ventura, even north of Ventura. They're really, really nice. And then Silmar, because that's where I live currently. I love it out here. I feel like it's kind of underrated. But Silmar has some they have it's a nice neighborhood, and then they have really nice homes as you go higher up into kind of like the hill. They have some really nice homes up there. So Silmar definitely has a great place in my heart. I would say Northridge, just because that's where I used to hang out all the time. I mean, I still go there, but not nearly as much as I did when I was younger. That was where, like, when I was like in high school and stuff like that, that was just like, oh, we're all going to the mall or we're gonna go to the movies, you know. And now they have the Dave and Buster's up there. I don't know if it's reopened yet, but when they built that was like a big thing, and it was like, oh wow, there's like even more stuff to do up there now. So yeah, those are just a couple, I would say, of my favorite neighborhoods. But they're building so many new things, you know, and making more of these, you know, kind of alcoves, like entertainment, you know, alcoves where like just like in Porter Ranch where they have the new village, they have the AMC up there, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is awesome. Like, I haven't been to the theater up there yet, but I'm like, what a great place to have a movie theater, you know, because sometimes Northridge can get kind of crowded, you know, because it's small and everything like that, you know. And then Winnetka, sometimes you don't want to go all the way down there, but they have a really nice theater too. So Porter Ranch is like a nice little in between.
I completely understand. And if you haven't been there, like, they actually have a Pete's, they have a Paxton's, and Augusta's Barbecue.
Yes.
Don't ask how I know.
No, I've been up there a couple of times. I've been to the pizza place up there. I forgot what it's called. It's a newer pizza place, but I've been to the pizza place up there. Most of the time I find myself going to Ulta. So when I am up there, as well as because they have the Nordstrom Rack over there too.
Yes.
So it's kind of like a recipe for trouble in terms of like shopping and food. And then across the street, you have all those other centers, but yeah. They have a lot going on up there, let's just say, but it's all good. So
no, I got you. No, my Toys R Us used to be on the other side, so we would frequent it because of my daughter, you know. Teenage toys.
yeah, and then you have the food places over there, and you know, other places if you're crafty, they used to have the Joann's up there and stuff like that. So
yeah, it's just like a one-stop, just, you know, you can spend hours in that area.
Yes, you can. Most definitely. But yeah, as you can see, it's hard for me to choose.
No, I completely agree. I mean, Valley just has like, it's very diverse. It just
Yeah.
has like no one city is the same. Like it doesn't have the same vibe. Like Northridge doesn't have the same vibe as Burbank, or Burbank doesn't have the same vibe as Woodland Hills. So I completely agree. I can't choose.
Yeah. They're all so unique that it's just kind of like, it's hard.
No. You did mention that you were from Sylmar.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, over the years, like there have been a lot of changes, not just in Sylmar, but in the valley. But Sylmar particularly, I've seen some, like when we would go there, like it just seemed like it's more populated now
Yeah.
than it was before, and there's like a little bit more development going on. So with that being said, like what are some of your favorite changes in the valley that you've seen? We can start with Sylmar.
Yeah, so to start with Sylmar, they're starting to build up, and this is kind of running into San Fernando too a little bit, but they're starting to build up, and they have been over the years, but kind of like McClay, kind of like downtown San Fernando, which is awesome because that's kind of like our closest. Yeah, that's kind of like our closest, kind of like outdoor kind of shopping. They put some shops there. They put some new eateries there, so it's really awesome, really family friendly. So that's really exciting. It's just it's nice to have something nice. I feel like all the nice stuff is kind of like South Valley, you know, when you get to like Ventura. So it's nice that they're building some nicer things on this side of the valley. That's something that's really exciting. As far as houses and stuff like that, they have been building a lot more in terms of like new construction, single, probably more so like condo, townhomes, apartments, and stuff like that. Those fields that used to be there, they're not there anymore.
Nope.
Nope. They've built them up, which can be good and bad. You know, sometimes when you see just buildings, it's kind of like sometimes you want to have some like, you know, some scenic stuff, but it's good because, you know, we need more housing, you know, so it has its pros and its cons. In terms of the valley, some of the biggest changes, I would say, in terms of real estate, is probably ADUs, which are like accessory dwelling units. I think I got that acronym right. Yeah. Building, it's a great way. An ADU is essentially, you know, that separate house that a lot of people will build, or let's say they want to convert their garage into an additional living space. So it's a great opportunity for people to stay in their home and then have somebody else help them pay their mortgage. So they had some laws that changed in 2020, I believe, that made the process a lot easier for people to get the plans approved, and they, you know, made some of those restrictions a little bit more lax. So a lot of people jumped on that right away. And so I'm seeing a lot more homes with those ADUs in the back, which are great because, you know, people have big families, especially now during COVID when people are staying at home. You know, it's like you don't have to be right up on each other. You know, you can have so if you want to just kind of have that all for your family, you know, maybe if you want, you know, they think they used to call it like the mother-in-law or the father-in-law suite or something like that.
I've heard about that.
Yeah, or if you want to like rent it out, you know, and you have that second source of income, that's always a great option too. So that's definitely something that I've seen becoming more and more popular over the years. And then also as far as like decor, for like I've been seeing like more like gray in like modern homes, you know. I get it. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I love modern, but it's just, you see so much gray. It's just kind of like, you know, we can incorporate some other colors, you know, in our modern decor.
Right.
But yeah, that's definitely a trend that I've seen within my years of being in the business, is a lot of that gray undertone, you know, those clean cuts. You know, I love modern, but you know, we can throw a little navy in there, you know, maybe some gold. but yeah.
burgundy somewhere
There
there.
we go. There we go. We can be modern and have a little color too. It doesn't all have to be cool tone.
No, I got you. I've actually been noticing that, and I was just like,
Yeah.
no, I mean, I kind of like the color, like, the color in the houses. Like, can we just not?
Yeah. Yeah. I know me personally, my favorite style home, and there's not too many of them, is like the Spanish style homes. You
Oh,
see them
yes.
every now and then, but they're not that popular, I feel like. So you don't see them that much, but I love Spanish style homes. We have all those warm brick tones and stuff like that. So that's my style, but I can appreciate modern as well.
Well, if we can have a balance of the two,
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
But yeah, so speaking of challenges, I know like the year has been tough on everyone.
Yeah.
But especially in your field of work, like what were the challenges that you've encountered, with being a realtor at the time of COVID?
Yeah. I think at first the biggest thing was just like uncertainty. Because there was a period of time where we were just kind of like, all right, like we couldn't really do anything, so it was just kind of like at a standstill, and it was just like, okay, so what's going, as much and not just for us, is with everybody, everything just kind of halted. And then slowly we began to be able to do a little bit more inch by inch, but then it was like keeping up with all the protocol, and making sure that you wanted to be as safe as possible, but still be able to get an income, so I think that was definitely a challenge, just kind of making sure you're doing your best as an agent to stay abreast of all the protocol that's coming, making sure and enforcing it, not just for your safety, but for your client safety and everybody's safety. And then on top of that, inventory, interest rates drop, but there's not that much inventory out there, so it's just kind of finding inventory for buyers. I know for me, I had to get creative in terms of marketing. Definitely still working with buyers, but just switching my marketing to sellers to try to, get that inventory for buyers, because it's a great time for sellers right now. I know a lot of people might still be hesitant, but, homes are selling for top dollar, and it's just like, if you ever wanted to get, the most out of your investment of your home, to be able to put that towards another investment or a bigger investment, now's the time to do it, so just kind of getting creative with marketing and, kind of easing people's, I guess, fears, that they might have in terms of, selling during that time and stuff. But yeah, those are definitely some challenges. And it was mostly just, the uncertainty of not knowing, are restrictions going to open? Are they going to tighten them back? What color are we going to be in, a month from now, so yeah, I don't even know what color is which.
It's hard to keep track of.
It is.
So given that we're slowly opening up or officially opening up, what are you most looking forward to, like with everything just becoming more open again?
Open houses. And they've already given us the green light for open houses within the past, I think, month. So I've already been, doing open houses and stuff like that. But I'm definitely a face-to-face person. And so being able to, get back face-to-face with people and be able to connect with them on that level is definitely something that I was really excited about, because I was just like, I love, getting out there, showing homes, meeting new people, because before everything was appointment based, which it had its pros and its cons, because it weeded out some of the people that might not be serious, and just wanted to come and see. But then on the other hand, sometimes those people, they might not be ready to buy or sell now, but they may be ready to buy and sell in the future, so you kind of miss that part, or miss that opportunity to be able to build that connection on that end. But but yeah, so definitely the open houses and just being able to kind of connect with people face to face. And not just in real estate, but in life. Just being able to get back out with people, you know?
I will have to tell you, this was actually the first day I came back to work.
Mhm.
I've been remote, but I go in like twice or once a week. So this is the first week where I am completely in the office.
Yes, yes. How was it?
It's half and half. It's
Mhm.
I miss my family
Yeah, yeah,
because in the year and a half we've so used to being together. But
yeah,
at times it was like it felt like going back into a routine.
yeah.
So it was like, I don't know yet. Give me the end of the week and I'll let you know how I feel.
Yeah, it's different. It's different. I feel like the past year is definitely going to change. Just kind of like our whole work structure.
Exactly.
I feel like, a lot of places might not, bring people back, full time. It might just be, you can kind of fluctuate between at home, and I feel like whatever makes people happy is going to allow them to be the most productive too, you know?
Exactly.
So yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see kind of how everything goes back to, or readjust, I guess, because it's not
Exactly.
going to be normal. But yeah,
No, I think it's just a recalibration of the way you think and the way you go back into
yeah,
everything, and I think for a lot of people it's also the work-life balance, like
yeah.
knowing, where you stand after a pandemic and then going back. It's just, I don't know, just lots of thoughts to think about.
Yes, yes. No, I understand. I understand. My mind is constantly like, how is this, like, what's next? How are we gonna, just always trying to stay on top of, like, what's happening on like social trends and stuff like that. So yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, with that in mind, what would be your advice to sellers or
Mhm.
buyers or home sellers and home buyers
Uh-huh.
in the valley as we're opening up?
Okay. So for buyers, I would say, um, keep going. I know it's hard right now, and I know it's really discouraging. Because as realtors, we're kind of used to getting no's. But for people that aren't in the industry, on a day-to-day basis, it's like, wow, like we're getting all these no's, maybe it's just not our time. Where that's not necessarily it. Right now it's inventory is low, but if you stick it out and you keep going, being able to lock in that fixed low interest rate now is going to benefit you in the future, because we don't know where interest rates are going to be, 6 months from now, 12 months from now. So I know it's hard right now, but saying that I'm going to wait till later, you know, you don't know what's gonna be. We none of us know what it's gonna be like later, So I
Exactly.
would just say, just keep your head up, keep trying, and keep putting those aggressive offers out there, and align yourself with somebody that really has their pulse on the industry and what's going on right now. For sellers, I would say, come out of hiding. If you're thinking about selling this year, um um do it, sooner rather than later, because people are looking for homes, and you want to be able to strike while the iron's hot. And kind of same advice as with the buyers, is like, we don't know how the industry is going to be 6 months from now, 12 months from now. Demand might not be as strong as it is right now. So if you're in the position to be able to put your home on the market now or sooner rather than later, that's going to put you in the best position to get top dollar for your home, and if it's a concern about needing to sell your home and then using that money towards another home, there's always the option to sell your home contingent upon the sale of your home, or the purchasing of a replacement home, so there's ways to plan the transaction to where it's comfortable, it doesn't feel forced, you know? So my advice to sellers is don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. You know, you don't know until you get out there, you know? So yeah.
Got it. Got it. And I just thought of a really good question for you.
Mhm. Yeah, what is it?
In what type of home has been selling or has the more
No,
the
that's
more
okay.
selling power right now? Is it like a townhome, a single family home, or like what is
Yeah.
as trend?
That's a good question. Because everything's pretty much in high demand. I would definitely say single family homes are probably the hottest right now, a little bit more than condos and townhomes, but not to say that they're not going quick. So this is all relative to how quick they're going. Everything's going quick. Don't get me wrong.
Like fire sale, everything's going quick.
Yeah, everything's going quick. But there's probably more so demand for single family homes than condo and townhomes, but they're all going most definitely.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. So future collaborations for either yourself as a realtor or Live
Okay.
the Valley Life. Do you have any events or anything coming up in the future?
That's a good question. Not as of right now. I definitely see myself doing something in the near future, but I'm still growing my business. I'm still trying to get out there. I'm still learning. And so I definitely would love to do a collaboration in the near future, probably something like maybe like a buyer workshop or something just teaming up with like a local business to just, get just to meet people and to get out there and to network. So my answer would probably be stay tuned because especially as things are opening back up, it opens up the possibilities of what we can do and restrictions get lax and stuff like that. So definitely see something in the foreseeable future. Not quite sure what it looks like, but it's coming.
So where can they follow you?
Yes.
Just to make sure that they're keeping abreast of information coming from you.
Yes, I appreciate it. So you can follow me at Live the Valley Life. I also have my personal Instagram, which is Naomi Lynn Johnson, and that also has real estate information as well. But if you're interested in more so things in the Valley, then at Live the Valley Life would be where you would go. I'm also at Live the Valley Life on Facebook and on Facebook and Pinterest. I'm on Pinterest.
Website.
Yes. Oh, as well as livethevalleylife.com. How can I forget that one? That one has so much information on it and I've spent hours on it. So thank you for that.
You're welcome. Because I personally like the design of your website. It was
thank you.
It was intuitive and it was just like the information was like bam, bam, bam. It wasn't crowded at all. So
yay, that's so good to hear.
Website.
Thank you. Yes. At livethevalleylife.com. You can search for homes. You can do your own personal home search. You can get notifications. You can get neighborhood stats. You can see some of my videos. I'm also on YouTube as well. Videos for buyers, videos for sellers, all that good stuff. So my website, has links to all that great stuff. So definitely check out livethevalleylife.com.
Oh, yay, I'm so glad. Well, thank you, Naomi, for your time and for sharing your knowledge with us. Hopefully we can do something in the future, or hopefully I'll see you in person in the future.
Yes, we have to make that happen.
Exactly. Thank you again. So thank you everyone for listening in. Follow Naomi.
Yay.